morning, boys and girls. I hope you're doing well and staying safe. And I also hope you enjoyed your weekend. The weather was beautiful, so hopefully you had an opportunity to go outside and get some fresh air. I actually went to a park on Saturday and something happened that gave me an idea for today's activity. So let me share with you what happened. I took some water with me to the park. It's important to stay hydrated when you're outside and the sun is out. So I took some water with me and I noticed that some water was dripping down from my water bottle and some water fell onto my shirt and it disappeared and my shirt was wet. I think the water traveled into my shirt. What do you think? So I thought for today's activity, we could use different types of materials with different surfaces and make some discoveries about how water travels. So the materials I have, or the materials you're going to need for today's activities, and I found all these materials at home. Okay, so just use whatever you have. So some materials I found at home so let me start with the different surfaces, different materials I found that you could use to test how water travels. I found a sponge. I found some aluminum foil, construction paper, a paper towel. I noticed they all have different textures. Some wax paper and some different fabrics. So whatever materials you find with different surfaces, you could use those. These are just some that I found at home. And you're going to need either a plate or a tray to capture any excess water. So I have a paper plate here and a cup of water and also an eyedropper. If you don't have an eyedropper, that's okay. You could just use your fingers or your hands to drop water onto the surfaces. Okay, so let's start with a sponge. Okay, so I have a sponge here. I'm gonna put it on my plate. Okay, and I'm going to use an eyedropper. And I'm going to just drop some water onto this, excuse me, the sponge. And I notice as I drop water onto the sponge, it disappears. It travels into the sponge. So in other words, the water gets absorbed into the sponge. So you can try this with the other materials you find and make discoveries how water travels on those materials. So I hope you enjoyed today's activity. I will talk to you all soon. I love you. I miss you all. Bye.